Hey everyone, it is Fiction Crypto,
And Michael Lee XRP.
and today we are going to be going over our honest opinion of Xrdoge. So far, as we know, we are traders. Me and Mike are traders, and our job is to give you our opinion, which is not advice, on which way these markets move and where we think the markets or a particular crypto market, or specific one, I should say, is going. These markets do correlate with each other to a certain degree, but some of these markets move on their own. So today in this video, we will be comparing Xrdoge to the different decentralized exchanges that are on the ledger, because Xrdoge has a decentralized exchange, and we'll be doing a chart markup, just an open dialogue. So Mike, let's get your honest opinion. Starting out with Xrdoge, how do you feel about this cryptocurrency, and how do you feel about how things are going right now?
Well, to give it to you straight, things haven't been looking the best for me. So Xrdoge was one of the first projects that I actually invested into late October, and I didn't know much about the project, but I knew that there was a DEX coming. Right, I knew there was a decentralized exchange on the way, and since its release, I've just been looking at it versus their competitors. Right, their main competitor being SOLOGENIC, and I just don't see them, being a dominant force in this space. I'm not sure if they have any other plans in the future. I know that they have merch. There's been songs, obviously, but as far as real utility to the ledger, the DEX is all that they offer. And whenever I compare it to other DEXs, it just doesn't size up.
Yeah. And we look at this as a business. We want to run, or we run our lives as a business, because me and Mike, even though we are young, we are fully into crypto. We're full-time crypto entrepreneurs. We're under the age of 25. Both of us are under the age of 25. We made a decision that crypto is going to change our life. Trading is going to change our life, and we stuck with it. And so far, it has been a pretty good experience. So we look at these companies when we go to investing, because me and Mike we share a portfolio and we have our own. We look at intrinsic value, companies that offer intrinsic value. How can you bring something so valuable to people where they tell you you can't refuse it? Xrdoge does do that. Now, Doge does have good characteristics, and we'll talk about those first. The good things about Xrdoge: they have a really, really massive community. They bring a lot of new people from other different blockchains, because of the power of memes, to the XRP ledger. So this is really, really good about Xrdoge. They have their own decentralized exchange. And the community is really the only thing that's good about Xrdoge right now, outside of it being on the ledger. We are hoping things come into place, like the XLS20D proposal to get NFTs and NFT functions with these new tokens that are going to be on the ledger. So, right now, Xrdoge does have a lot of good stuff going on for itself. But I'm thinking right now it's a little slow. And I'm thinking really that they're kind of running out of ideas, as far as development goes, because Mike, I know you've seen this DEX, man, and this DEX, to
Yeah.
me, in my honest opinion, it's not good at all. It's this is my opinion. This is when you rush a product. This is exactly what happens when you rush a product. no attention to detail. I mean, how can we use the Xrdoge decks? I don't even use this thing.
Right. Shoot, I don't know many people that do. I don't know anyone that actually uses it. Yeah, the first thing is most of us traders obviously like to mark up our chart. You know, there's a lot of technical analysts in the space, and I, for one, um, you know, I am a technical analyst. I'm a very technical person, and so I obviously like to use trading tools, right, and drawing tools, and just different things. And there's not a single option, not even to put a horizontal line on the chart. So yeah, and also they have limited pairs on the decks as well. It's just a bunch of I mean, you got good coins like XMeta, Narian, and stuff like that. But then, you know, Bumcrack, XRP. Like, come on, guys. What are these shit coins?
Yeah, and we don't want to, talk down on projects, but in a real, real world, you have to look at these as investments. And this is the 24-hour volume on this decentralized exchange. This is the Xrdoge DEX. This is the 24-hour volume on Xrdoge on SOLOGENIC. So SOLOGENIC has most of Xrdoge market share when it comes to where the volume is. So, and also Xrdoge DEX is more expensive than SOLOGENIC. I mean, I'm not trying to get too hype, or we have to point these things out, man. Like, this is another exchange called On XRP, brand new. This is brand new. Xrdoge, this is already beating Xrdoge DEX out the gate. And a lot of people are going to be upset at me, but I have to say something for this community, because we in this Xrdoge community, people been getting washed. I'm not going to even lie. This has been going sideways.
Right here, we have the chart. We're on the 3-hour time frame. As you can see, price action has been very bearish for a while now, making new lows and lower highs. So if you come over here, you can see this giant wick right here where price came down and then continued up, right? So when that happened, not only did it grab liquidity going up, but it also grabbed liquidity going down, and then it created liquidity right here. So as I've said in a previous video, we know that wicks equal liquidity, and they're never going to leave liquidity on the table, right? They're never going to leave money on the table. So we can definitely expect for this to be filled, all of this money to be grabbed, these old orders, trigger any buy limits down here, but overall grab the previous liquidity that was created. And as you can see, there's no bear candle, right? There's no candle without a wick to the right of it. So we have this candle right here.
And isn't this the price where it originally broke out from?
Right. This was the first pump, if you will, or the first breakout from the bottom. And I mean, it's quite simple to see that there are a lot of wicks here. There's a lot of liquidity and a lot of money on the table. This can sound redundant, but you can expect for all of this to be grabbed. So anytime liquidity is created, then we know that it's going to have to be grabbed some point in the future.
And about how much of a percentage change are we looking at if the price does fall to these levels, Mike?
Well, let's see. Right now, it's at 3 zeros and 25 XRP. For it to be
you got the measuring tool right there too.
Oh, glad you brought that up.
Yeah. Thought you were a trader, man. I thought you were a trader.
I actually rarely use that. I probably should start using that. Okay, price range. Here we go.
No, I'm talking about the actual. Well, it's the same thing.
Okay.
I actually never used this tool before. That's pretty cool.
So we can expect a 80% decrease.
in price. That means
It should be, let's see. Oh my gosh, 80%. Wow.
that's real, bro. That's real.
Wow,
Yeah. That's
man.
that's
And this obviously is not financial advice. I'm purely giving you the technicals, right? If you, check out Market Wizards, if you check out any of these well-known and certified books for being educational to traders and teaching institutional concepts, wicks equal liquidity, right? If price goes down somewhere and it leaves a wick, it left money there. It created liquidity, and it's just going to have to get grabbed. This has nothing to do with, you know,
believing in something.
yeah, there's no emotion behind this. This is pure logic from a liquidity standpoint. So that is that, and we shall see. You know what I'm saying? Comment what happens on our future videos, whether I'm right or wrong. Only time will tell.
But
And
we so this is one of the three exchanges or decentralized exchanges that we are comparing Xrdoge decentralized exchange to. This is a new one right here called on XRP. And just starting off, we already have the white paper, education, products, and you can go and trade on their decentralized exchange. The interface is very, very nice to me. It features a different bunch of XRPL related projects and a different amount of community leaders. Hopefully we can get up there, as if we keep reporting and, get our name up there. That'd be pretty cool, Mike. And then they also have these really cool articles about stuff on the ledger. So when it comes to user interface, this is looking really good. And let's see how to start trading. So you see, this is one of the coins that they offer. And they offer already, oh my goodness, I can't believe this. Already they offer more coins than the Xrdoge DEX. This decentralized exchange project has only been around for 1 month, less than that. That goes into perspective to show the competition. What do you think about the Xrdoge DEX only having like less than 20 pairs, and these newer decentralized exchanges coming in, just swooping in? How do you feel about that, Mike?
Xrdoge DEX has to step it up if they want to survive, if they want users, just a high volume of users and a high volume of money, if that's what they aim to have for their DEX, consistent traders coming back and returning, wanting to return, then they're just going to have to offer more features. They're going to need more pairs. They're going to need a complete revamp of the DEX, right? The chart's going to need more features. It's going to need drawing tools. People will be able to draw patterns and use it needs to be powered by TradingView, like SOLOGENIC has theirs. Yeah, so if they want to survive, then they have to have some kind of upgrade or revamp.
Yeah, and we've been testing this DEX out for a minute, as it is still in beta type mode, I guess. I don't know. I think it's still in beta mode, because why am I seeing these random numbers? It's so many questions about this DEX.
It's definitely not an alpha, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's not the final version, definitely. But see, to me, this is a very rushed product, and I don't like rushed products. I know in this space that you have to get your ground and stand your ground and all of this, but this on XRP project looks like somebody who took their time, and it's powered by Xpunks, so they took their time. That's the who I can't say the best. It's the most expensive NFT on the ledger. Uh, Bored Apes and X Punks are going head to head at that. That's a pretty cool battle. But this Dex is it's already better than the Xrdoge Dex. And comparing it to, we're not going to even compare any of these dexes to Sologenic. Sologenic is OG. They're going to be here, and their dex works better than any other dex on the ledger right now. So, as far as trading coins on the ledger, this is where me and Mike are at on the Sologenic exchange. And it's not going to change until a company or project can do better. So yeah, they got it. Like we said, they got to step it up. And if you look at this chart, um, this is a 12-hour chart right here. The last 24 days, just nothing but sell pressure, sell pressure. It's just a lot of people are getting washed. And a lot of people are believing in this. I want people to understand, make logical decisions, make your percentage points where you get out the market. When you make that percentage, learn how to take profit and be happy with making money. Oftentimes in crypto, we are focused on other people's success, that we forget that we have our own success in making $25 when we invest $4 or when we invest $10. Be happy with those profits. And now that we kind of got that out the way, I, want to ask Mike, what do we think we can see from the Xrdoge team that could possibly change this narrative of this coin and how people feel about it right now?
As far as what decisions they can make, what actions they could take to improve what they provide for the ecosystem, they're going to have to solve some kind of problem, right? So the DEX right now, it's not solving any kind of problem. We have on XRP, which they did solve a problem because they brought news and create content creators, influencers, and educators all to one space, right? So people can learn about the ledger, they can learn about who to follow, what's ongoing, and they can also exchange their crypto in one place. So you see that they have a solution-based project, and that is why I believe this new project will be successful in the long term. So Xrdoge, they're going to have to provide something similar as far as the concept, right? What are they really doing? And right now they're not. I don't see any problem that they're solving or any gap that they are bridging.
Yeah, and like when you get on the Xrdoge Dex, this is literally all you get. It's like, this is it. And the confusing thing to me is, how in the heck is your coin trading for a higher premium on your decentralized exchange than it is on Sologenic? So, if I was a smart person and I had a whole lot of Xrdoge, I would just send my Xrdoge for Sologenic to the Xrdoge Dex, because I'm going to make money, because they're requiring you to pay more for their coin on their Dex. So I want to point that out, to everybody. And, me and Mike, we're going over this project because it is a real project. Even though it's surrounded around a meme coin, you can make real money with these projects. We just have to look at them at a business standpoint, right?
Right, got to be objective. I just want to chime in. You can't have your emotion tied to the success of these projects. You need to be looking at everything from a logical standpoint and see what they're really doing for the community. But as far as emotions, you can't have your emotions tied to this. Everything has to be logic, and you have to keep it that simple.
Yeah, and like another thing I would point out before we get out of here, like why the Xrdoge dev team has to step up. I don't know, they probably don't want to hear this because they've been working like a mug. But if you want to survive, hey, you're going to have to accept criticism. And we're going to criticize this because it needs to be criticized. Xrdoge decks, it's no point of even looking at this decks. They don't even have the same amount of information on their coin that SOLOGENIC has. So you're telling me a decentralized exchange for a cryptocurrency company has less information on their native site than a third-party entity. And with me, it's like, come on. But we're not going to drag this out. This is Fiction Crypto.
And Michael Lee, XRP.
And we are out of here today. Peace.
Peace.